Years since the phrase ley line was coined to describe invisible straight lines some believe crisscross our countryside. They've been called Neolithic sat-navs and more outlandishly UFO landing sites. What we do know is that ley lines were the brainchild of an extraordinary man who loved the landscape and the people of his native Herefordshire. Here's Giles Latcham.
The ruins of Snod Hill Castle in the Golden Valley, an ancient seat of power.
Imagine trying to get from Cornwall to Birmingham. How would you do it?
And a nexus, some will tell you, of two, even older, ley lines, followed today by a group of modern pilgrims.
Think about how you would have done trade in megalithic times in 4500 BC. You'd have had to have found points along the landscape to lead you on to the next point, and eventually you'll get there. And that's the way we would have got around.
It was on a hillside here in Herefordshire 100 years ago that a local businessman, an amateur archaeologist, had something of a revelation. He noticed that prominent and historic landmarks right across the countryside appeared to be aligned.
That man was Alfred Watkins. He was fascinated by Herefordshire's landscape, which he photographed, and he wrote about its history and his ley lines theory.
We want the idea of Watkins to live on from this centenary.
This writer and academic lives in an old vicarage where Watkins used to take tea.
We're still not very clear about whether ley lines exist or not. But in a sense, that's not the right question, because what Watkins did was explore the landscape, uncover things in it, gave people an excuse and a method for going out and enjoying this extraordinary Herefordshire countryside.
And now another excuse, the Watkins Way, driving, cycling and walking routes devised to mark the ley line's centenary and tempt staycationers.
We've created this walk that follows some of the old routes, and it's fantastic countryside. There's so much to see in Herefordshire, and there's pubs and glamping that you can do along the way, but it's just a wonderful route to walk.
The names of many of the places and features Watkins believed to be linked end in Lee or ley, hence the term ley lines. But you don't have to be a ley lines believer to do the walk.
I've come here for the walk and the sort of and the stories, and so hope to learn more about ley lines today.
Whether these are joining of dots from places to places, or whether there's something more cosmic at play. So I am actually really interested in finding out more.
On Watkins' ley line theories, the jury's still out. Of this landscape's timeless beauty, there is no doubt. Giles Latcham, BBC Midlands Today.